Welcome back to Soda City Live. The city of Forest Acres is one of the most friendly communities you'll find here in the Midlands, with tons of family-oriented events, from that to the great places to eat and shop. Another great aspect is the relationship between law enforcement and residents. Forest Acres City Council actually just recently increased pay for all officers, and there's also some opportunities now for those that are looking to join the Forest Acres Police Department. Joining me today is Forest Acres City Councilman Haskell Kibler and Forest Acres Police Chief Don Robinson to share more about these awesome opportunities. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
You're more than welcome. Look, it's a mouthful, but you guys do so much. And I live not too far from Forest Acres, and I just love that feeling of community you get when you just drive through that area. So what's the secret?
Well, that's a great word for it, though, is community.
We try to maintain a family environment,
Yeah.
no matter what. That's our goal, is to be humble, family-oriented, always trying to do the right thing and serve our citizens the best we can. Not just our citizens, any citizen that comes through. We offer the best we can.
I love that. And if you ever get an opportunity to stop in Forest Acres, if you see an officer, you always see them in some capacity helping,
Yes.
not just the people, but the businesses in that area. And so it's great to see just that sense of community, because some people you see law enforcement as like the law, but in this area is like, oh, it's my neighbor.
Yeah.
Law enforcement is my neighbor. So when it came to the city council coming up or voting on to increase pay, it sounded like it was like easy. It's a no-brainer.
It was unanimous and a no-brainer.
No-brainer,
yeah. The police, sanitation are the backbone of Forest Acres. So that was a very easy decision.
What would you say is the most rewarding part of your job?
Service, and just a thank you, some gratitude for us giving our best effort. Just being able to see our citizens and their time of struggle and time of need, that we can provide a service and make their day better. That's generally what we do, and I think that's a primary way to interact with public. It's your primary way to handle your duties.
For anyone that is looking to join law enforcement agency or with your police department, what is the criteria? Is there a criteria, or do you have to have any experience?
Well, you don't, not necessarily. We'd love to have an experienced officer. Just the more experience, the better. Currently, we have a few positions open, and we're looking for certified officers. The more experience, the better, because we think they can make better decisions as they serve. And we'd like to fill those positions because we believe that we have a product that's a great product. We have wonderful citizen support. We have wonderful citizen integration. We communicate well. We have a program called the Officer Accountability Program, which each officer is assigned a neighborhood.
Oh, wow.
And they're a direct liaison between us and the neighborhood. But every single officer in the department has that duty. It's not just each officer that works the road. It's every single employee of the department, including me and everyone else, the command staff. Everybody has some sort of interaction and responsibilities, and that's what it is. And what that does is it builds trust, it builds confidence, that the citizens call us no matter how minute the issue may be. We're going to do what it takes. If it's a sign that's just falling down, whatever, our job is to follow up. And in my opinion, follow up is the most important thing that you can do as an officer. You say what you're going to do, and you follow up with it and make sure things are done. That builds trust and confidence, and that's what we do to AIM.
That's absolutely amazing and inspiring for anyone that is watching. And Councilman Kibler, what would you say is something that you admire the most about this community?
Oh, goodness. There's a list of things. I'm not sure we have enough time for that, but it's your neighbor. It's the person you see every day. It's the police chief that waves to you on the way to the store. It's your police officers that are playing basketball with some of the kids in the neighborhood. I mean, that just touches on the police aspect of it. There's so many things that make it great. And like Chief mentioned, we do have some vacancies on the police force, and we'd love to have some people apply for those opportunities.
And I'm glad you mentioned that. We have a full screen with a few of those positions that are open. And there's also a couple with Forest Acres as well, because we said it's such an amazing community. Patrol officer, investigator, those are two of the positions that are listed on the Forest Acres site. And there's other roles in the Forest Acres areas, equipment operator, CDL driver, and laborer. And all of that information can be found on Forest Acres website.